Hi everyone, Aidan here with etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at and seeing how these K-Source universal towing mirrors fit on our 2024 Dodge Durango. Now when you're towing a trailer, even if it's just a small one, you probably want some extra visibility when going down the road so you can change lanes a little bit more safely. And let's face it, the Durango's factory mirrors aren't very big. I was actually pretty unimpressed by them when I was driving it around. So a towing mirror can take that somewhat lackluster factory mirror and give you a much wider view, expanding way wider, well into where the other lane of traffic would be when you're driving around, and then some. So we get much better visibility as we're driving, and we can much more safely make those maneuvers, whether it's changing lanes or turning. Now, I'll be honest, universal towing mirrors aren't my first go-to if I'm looking for towing mirrors. Custom fit is just going to give you a better fit overall, but there's really not options available for the Durango that give you that custom fit. So universal is the way you're going to have to go. But I will say these ones attach pretty well. And the thing I like about them is the fact that these buckles can open, and from here you can ratchet them down. So not only do these rubber straps give you a lot of grip, but you can get them really tight as opposed to just feeding it through by hand. The result is something that really doesn't move around a lot. I mean, like me just taking my hand and moving it, I can get it to shift back and forth a bit, but these straps aren't releasing. They've got a great grip on the back of the factory mirror here. So I do think going down the road experiencing wind and vibrations, this will hold on really well. To remove this, we'll flip that cover open and push down on the black tab to release these straps out. Now they do fully remove like that, so it does make storing it a little bit easier because there's less pieces just kind of loosely laying around. And if you've got this under a lot of tension, that initial button press might be a little tricky. But once you've got it undone, you can just pull it away from the mirror, and these top parts will unclip as well. Now on the inner edge, around where those straps were, we've got these teeth that'll grab onto the lip of our factory mirror, and that's going to help hold it in place. The arms can be adjusted in or out to fit whatever size mirror you have. That's one of the things that makes this a universal fit, and you saw on our Durango it worked pretty well. Now the mirror face is going to be a slightly convex mirror, which means it curves out, and it helps give us a wider view. It's also a single pane mirror here, so it's just one big surface for viewing, which I actually really like in a towing mirror. You can find some that are divided into two sections, one that'll be a flat face and one that'll be a curved face. But personally, I like having just one big viewing surface because I want the image in the mirror to be easier to see. And really, my factory mirror is going to be that first viewing surface, and I want this to be my wide angle viewing surface. So single pane for me is the way I would go. The mirror is on a ball joint here, and it can be adjusted to match whatever viewing angle you're looking for, but I will say it's really stiff, so making those adjustments initially will be hard, and you'll probably notice the mirror shifting around on your factory mirror while you get it set. But once you have it set, you don't have to worry too much about road vibrations moving that around because it is pretty solid. As far as getting these set up on your Durango, it's going to be pretty straightforward. That initial strap placement will be pretty tricky because you're trying to hold the mirror in place while you're getting these two ends of your strap hooked in. And honestly, if you just had a third hand, it'd probably be easier. But once you have that first one started, it will make everything substantially easier. I'm going to wait to fully tighten that down until I have the other one in place. And when I'm happy with the placement, I'll just use that silver lever to ratchet these down. And that's going to give me the nice snug fit that I'm looking for out of these mirrors. I can also tuck away any excess strap that I have there into this little strap keeper here and cover it up once I'm all done. But once it's all installed, it gets a pretty firm hold on the mirror there. It really barely blocks any of this LED that's right here. And if you did want to fold those factory mirrors in, it's only going to touch a little bit on the corner where this window trim is. But overall, it won't interfere with that function of folding it in if you want to park like this. Now, I will say something to consider if you're maybe wanting less interference and maybe a simpler attachment is I'd look into an option from SEPA. They have a mirror that will just clamp onto the top of your mirror, tighten down with some hand knobs, and give you an arm that extends out to a very similar style mirror like this. It's just going to be fewer attachment points. Still pretty simple. You've got a big lip on your factory mirror, so that clamp should work really well. And it likely won't interfere with that window trim because it attaches all up top. Otherwise, I think this is going to be a pretty solid option if you're looking for a simple, quick installation for a towing mirror that's going to hold on really tight to that factory mirror on your 2024 Dodge Durango. Again, my name's Aidan here with eTrailer. Thanks for watching.